Hello everyone and welcome to my week in the Elder Scrolls Online. So I only had one goal going into this week, and that was, pretty much just to play the game and see what I thought. Now I did, however, keep a limitation. So my limitation was I had to at least get to level 20. And the reason for that is because a long time ago, I actually had a friend that told me the only way to truly know if you're going to be into an MMO or like even just the class that you're playing is to play it to level 20. Now, granted, this was for World of Warcraft, but I think it applies here. So let's kind of talk about how the week went and overall thoughts. So I had a lot of different opinions on this game, right? There was a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. And I just kind of want to like start with the things that were like kind of holding the game back in my opinion. And then we'll go into like the better stuff as the video goes along. So we might as well just get started with combat. So one of the biggest things I liked about combat was just like the ability to react to things, right? So if like the enemy goes to use like a heavy attack, you could just quickly like punch them and like it stuns them or whatever, or like stops their attack. I thought that was fantastic. I also really liked it. Like I have a javelin of light because I was playing a Templar and I could just like hook that thing and just like they get knocked way back. Or like I did it a few times where I would jump to an enemy, go around them and do that, and I can actually put them in the group with everyone else so we can kind of cleave them down. So like that stuff was really good. I loved that stuff. The stuff I didn't like was basically whenever you're leveling from 1 to 15, you only have like five to six abilities that you get to use. And I don't know, if it felt really stale to me. Like, and then the basic attack and heavy attack, it just didn't feel like punchy. Like it didn't feel like it had power behind it. Like you were just like going like, ding, ding, ding. You know, it didn't grab me. There was not anything that made me want to go out and fight in the world or like do quests in the world. It just, I don't know, there's just something about it that I wasn't really passionate about it, right? Now at level 15 it gets a little bit better because at level 15 you get your second spell, or not spell slot, but you get your second weapon ability. So for level 1 to 15 I was using a greatsword, but then at level 15 to 20 I was using a greatsword and a destruction staff. That's what it was, destruction staff. So I got to use my melee attacks and like get into the fight and just like beat people up. But then if like there was like an AoE that I had to dodge, then I could swap to staff really quickly and just like shoot things from a distance. So that actually really helped a lot, especially whenever I got lycanthropy, because then I could turn into a werewolf, which I got another ability wheel. So I had 3 in total, and I love turning into the werewolf because I could just pounce on people and just smack the crap out of them. My time has come. I must party. But yeah, 1 to 15 was rough. It was rough, and I didn't care for it. Now I will say one of the major players of this is that I don't have a max level in ESO, right? Technically I have like a level 30, but that's the highest I got to. I don't know what the end game is like, and I don't know if it changes or anything, and I'm sure it does. But like early game, not it, homie. Not it. Speaking of things that weren't it though, the mount speed, man, why? Like, I mean, I get it. It's, you know, to promote having to get on the game every day so you get progressively better, and like it's progression, I get that. But dude, like I was running around the world and I didn't even realize I wasn't even using a mount half the time because my orc runs as fast as my wolf does. Like, why would I use a mount if it's the same? And I'm pretty sure my orc has more stamina so I can run longer. I don't know. It's just like something that I really didn't care for. And I know it'll get better as I play the game. It's one of those minor things that you just have to like, oh, check into the stables and make sure your mount gets its speed up. Like, I get that. And there might even be a way around it. I don't know. Maybe like a crown thing, which I won't even touch on that. But I don't know. It was just really rough. It was just really rough, but it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Let's actually talk about some stuff that I actually really liked in the game. So for the things that I actually really liked in the game, there's quite a few ones. First and foremost, the dungeons. I don't know why, but like this game, even though I know I said that the combat's not that great, but for some reason it really works in dungeons. I don't know if it's just because you have like a goal that you need to beat, like you just, you know, get through that dungeon as fast as possible. But I will say I had such a good time whenever we were playing with players that would rush the dungeons and just like, I mean, blow through them. It was actually a lot of fun. I don't know why, but it was like they would get like massive packs and just completely wipe them out. It was sweet. I had a great time with those. And I also had a great time with, so I only really played High Isle, right? I didn't go to like Morrowind. I didn't go to Skyrim or whatever. I only played High Isle. And at High Isle, you have the vents that like, there's this massive boss appears, and I know that the rest of the game has it because I've seen the chains, but in high Alice events, and there's like a, you know, waves of enemies, and there's a big old boss. I love that too. Like, just to see all the players come together and just like fight this massive boss, it was sweet. Like, I don't know, that was really fun. But I will say, and it's going to be kind of probably a hot take, but the most fun that I had in ESO during my week was the card game. So I'm gonna be completely honest, don't sleep on the card game, because like whenever I was playing ESO, I got the quest for it, but I just like never went and did it. Like, I was always just like doing dungeons and like gearing up, doing vents and whatever, and trying to figure out like how to increase my mount speed. But like whenever I finally went and did the gaming lounge and like the card game that came with it, it was like amazing. It ended up being just something I really enjoyed doing. And I think we played the card game for like over an hour or something like that. It's a long game. It is not a short game by any stretch of the imagination. I'm actually going to have it on the side here that you can see it, what was going on. But man, it was actually a surprisingly amount of strategy, and I'm so excited that like the people that made ESO can take, you know, this game, this card game, I don't remember what his name is unfortunately, but they can take it, and it could have been its own separate game. They could have just completely made this a mobile game or whatever, but they didn't. They instead took it and put it in ESO, and I think it makes ESO so much stronger for that. And like, kind of like if you guys see my other videos, is I'm like a huge supporter of casual content because I'm not someone that can really have time to raid or whatever. So to see something like this, huge win. It was a huge win. I thought it was fantastic. I would actually come back to the game and play it more because of how much I enjoyed it. Granted, I do like playing like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that, but no, it was awesome. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Money. Let's go.
Man, that was close.
Let's go.
If I had one more power, if I had one power card, if I actually got my I had your ass.
I got a little stressed out until I pulled that freaking power play where I got like 10 prestige in a turn. And I was like, all right. And with that, that's my week in ESO. So was there anything I missed? Maybe some things that could have made my week better? Because right now, like the game's sitting at like a 5 out of 10 for me. And I mean, that's just average. You know, I could go either way. The game could be good, the game could be bad. I definitely could see myself coming back and like leveling up a bit more and like maybe see if my opinion changes on the game. Because I could definitely see there was a little something there to where the game could be good. And I was actually really enjoying my Templar, and like there was so many things I could have still done. So I'll probably come back to it. I don't know if I'll make another video for it like I will be doing for the World of Warcraft one, which by the way is in the works. But at least for now, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to hit like and subscribe, as it stops any future dragon attacks and stops political uprisings, or at least that's what I've been told. So thank you guys again. Stay amazing, and GG.